And apologies if I'm about to offend anyone in the room here, but architects often assume that they are the masters of every creative discipline, but of course they need lighting planners, lighting designers, lighting planners. I mean, what is that relationship like? At what point do architects bring you into the project? Do you often find that you are there a bit too late and you have to somehow kind of clean up a bit of the mess?
Yeah, okay. We are right now over 40 people, 4 offices. We are working on a lot of projects. We have ongoing right now 80 to 100 projects. So some projects we are involved very late, or sometimes even a little bit too late, because our influence is very limited. On the other hand, we have returning architects who know us very well, and they involve us in the beginning of a project. For example, we were working for Herzog de Meuron, and we are involved in a big project in South Korea where we influenced the facade a lot, because we made our daylight calculations and tried to, let's say, get the maximum efficiency out of the daylight. There are still projects where we get a call, please can you help, and then we feel like a nurse, no? The customer is bleeding and you need to do something, no? So it's a different story, but it's a huge variety if you are as big as we are.
Can you talk to us a bit now about the kind of tendencies that you see in the planning that you do? Either driven by technology or by what is now the central issue, which is kind of energy efficiency, energy saving. What's happening now in your scene?
Okay, everything right now is sustainability, energy efficiency. This is a big topic, but this is, let's say, the basement for an engineer. No? This is something you need to think about it at an early stage, and we always try to think about these things. It's not since it becomes, let's say, a formula which is, let's say, en vogue right now. No, we did that from the beginning on. I know that we followed the Swiss energy laws from an early stage on, which was, let's say, ruling what we have today. The Swiss people, they always be aware of energy consumption many years before Europe get recognized that we have to take care of it. So we are, let's say, dressed for it from the first moment on. This is nothing new for us, but right now, yes, of course, we learned our profession kind of new since lighting became digital. Before it was, let's say, conventional light sources. We've been trained on that for 30 years of praxis. We know everything about it. We were able to create reflectors and things which are related to, let's say, light distribution, and then out of a sudden, LED came, and it became such a good light source. I personally was so skeptical if it could ever become a good light source, and I'm totally surprised what opportunities we have right now using LED, which we haven't had before. So it's crazy because it's a new technique, and it's even right now something to learn. First of all, if we are involved in architecture, we think about the daylight. Daylight is for us the most valuable light source, and we try to get as much daylight and as comfortable as possible inside. And we are not afraid that the artificial light layer is looking different to daylight. We have some colleagues who live on the theory that the artificial light should aim daylight. We think the opposite. We think we love the change from day to night, and we like to really emphasize these changes because we think the artificial light layer should give a different atmosphere than the daylight.